Today on Majra's Impact Stream podcast, we are pleased to host a founder whose work sits at the intersection of education, employability, and long-term economic resilience. Mohammed Riyaz is the founder of What Next, an education and technology for good initiative designed to bridge the persistent gap between academic learning and the realities of today's ever-evolving workforce. Through skill-based learning, real-world internships, and direct industry integration, What Next is preparing young talent not to just graduate, but to contribute meaningfully to the economy in the UAE, creating value from the start of day one. At Majra, our mandate is to elevate and verify high-impact initiatives that contribute to national priorities, from workforce readiness and private sector engagement to sustainable economic growth. Education to employment pathways are a critical pillar of that conversation. The question is no longer whether students earn degrees, but whether they are equipped with future-proof skills aligned to market demand. Mohammed, it's a real pleasure to have you on the Impact Stream podcast. Thank you.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm really excited to be part of this show.
Absolutely. We are happy to have you in our ecosystem. So, Mohammed, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been in UAE for almost 20 years. Last October, I complete 20 years. I've been a part of corporate and enterprise IT. For me, it was always giving back to the society, being a part of a change, being a part of impact maker. So with that, this What Next is my passion project.
MashaAllah. And tell me, what was the vision behind What Next? What was it that you were trying to achieve?
As an enterprise or a corporate IT professional, I used to see a lot of gaps. I was always wanted to do something for the youth empowerment. The gaps what I used to see. For example, if one of my friend or a student approaches me and I have to refer a candidate to a company or to my organization, the first challenge was, hey, thank you for this reference, but a candidate is a fresher. I used to see this challenge, and always I used to have a question. Coming from a reputed university, homegrown, which is being in UAE for 20 years or maybe more, where these students should go? Why this taboo or tag of a fresher?
Freshman, yeah.
So with that, last 10 to 12 years, I wanted to bridge the gap through a tech stack, through a platform, and be a part of the change. So here we come with What Next.
So tell me a little bit about What Next. What is the solution?
So What Next is a tech platform where we want to bridge the gap between academia to workforce by providing them support with profile building, resume builder, pathways. The challenge for students is they pick a stream, be it computer science, be it finance, be it marketing. But what in finance? What in marketing? So pathway builders is very important, where students should get a direction. They do a further deep dive. And with path builder, what is important, the next step is very important, is to do a skill development. With skill development, there should be a will. So it's a pathways. Once you pick a stream, it is pathways, skill development, have the will, do internship, get world exposure or a real-time exposure, and be job ready and stand out from the crowd.
So a lot of your work is bridging. And as somebody who works in the bridging arena, Majra is a bridge between what government wants, what private sector is looking to create impact with, and social entrepreneurs like yourself that can deliver tangible results. So being a bridge is not an easy job. How would you say how would you say that you overcame some of the challenges of employer needs and requirements with the outcome of students from universities?
It's a very good question, and it's a big challenge. What we see with the student is, though they come from different streams, they really don't focus on profile building. Initially, when they are in first year, their profile or the CV is more like a biodata. A biodata with the name, university, with the email ID, is that enough?
Yeah.
Say someone Now in today's world, everyone is talking about AI, everyone is talking about digital marketing. Here comes the student too, who has done skill development. Is academics is only enough? No, you need to develop skills. They go with say 2 3 online courses, and now you know they have a profile with 3 4 courses, a good summary. I'm a student of X university, wanting to pursue my career in marketing. I want to be a marketing aspirant, but having done 3 4 courses,
Yes.
your CV is one page now, right? Is that enough? No, you want a real world experience. Start with internships. One internship, good. Two internship, even better.
Yes.
What do students do or achieve by doing internship? They get real time experience. Very important, they learn the process, they understand the process, how the organization works, how the different departments collaborate, the objectives of the company, the goals.
Yes.
And definitely networking, they get the exposure and they are job ready and stand out from the normal
Others.
others.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So maybe a question on this is what next predominantly focused on creating the skills learning or skill-based learning opportunities plus internships with employers. So you're basically the medium. You're bringing in employers who have internship opportunities, and you're bringing in students who have skills that you've provided to them through this portfolio builder, and you're matching them. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
So where would you say has been the greatest aha moment for you in What Next? Where you said, wow, I didn't think about this before.
Yeah. Usually what happens is when students approach, when they register in our platform, they come up with a lot of enthusiasm, zeal, they wanting to do something. But when my colleagues, when they go through their profile, it's just a biodata.
Yeah.
Then I see they engaging with these students, helping them to build a profile, a resume builder, help them to see where are the gaps. This is one for the students. And the second, what happens is, especially for the employers, they want, I mean, there are many employers who wants to give an opportunity, wants to be a part of a change, who believes in youth empowerment. They have the initiative to support the youth. But when they go through their profile, they don't get excited. So the wow moment for me, especially personally, when I see my colleagues, my team, now they would have in the last 2 months enhanced about 200 profiles. Now when we send these profiles to the employers, they're like, hey, this has been a good fit, this is where the candidates we were looking for. That is definitely a wow moment that you can do through a tech stack. So
Nice.
if you see someone coming on our platform, it's a journey basically.
Yeah.
So we have to handle them, motivate them, and help them to take from the level A to level B. The journey has been quite challenging. It's not easy, but we are here to be an impact maker.
MashaAllah. And I wish you every success, truly. As somebody who cares a lot about youth empowerment and youth enablement, as you know, a large portion of the Emirati and UAE population at large is youth. And so for us in the UAE, it's important that we engage with them, we empower them, we enable them, we listen to their voices. And really, when I mentioned in the beginning that, it's an ever-evolving market. Some companies are forbidding their employees from using AI, but AI is the future. So how do you connect? So there's a benefit to bringing young people into some of these organizations and really supporting their leveling up of adopting AI, using AI. Is that something that you see or you've not witnessed that?
Definitely. I come from a hardcore
Tech
sales background. Definitely, the world has evolved from the digital transformation to the world of AI.
Yes.
AI is not to replace any job, but it would make life easy
and faster.
Everyone should, this is what we are also wanting to introduce in our platform, at least 5 mandatory courses, which will make students tech savvy, use of ChatGPT, how they can use it better, the use of Canvas, those tools, what we call it as stationaries, right? Which can make their profile interesting, regardless whichever stream they come. Now, Again, coming to the AI, right? AI is very important. So what we want to introduce is the boot camps, especially the AI boot camps. With AI, the jobs, definitely it is a necessity now. We want to bridge the gap. Technology without AI, the way the AI is evolved, it is mandatory. And you will see we making an impact with our AI boot camp soon.
Amazing. And I think honestly the ability to support a lot of these private companies in adopting AI might come from the youth that they hire today. So I would encourage that more of these organizations work with What Next to support in their leveling up of AI adoption or even technology savviness within their workforce. In terms of what's next for What Next, now that you sort of established yourself with how many universities so far?
We have registered with 8 universities in UAE,
MashaAllah.
12 under process, and we have a long way to go. As you know, UAE has about 53 universities.
Yes, it does.
So our aim is to cover at least 30 to 35 universities.
Speaking of universities, obviously they're gaining a lot from working with What Next. So can you tell us a little bit about what's in it for universities working with you?
So we are here to complement the university. We want to co-create with them. We want to be their extended arm.
Amazing.
And our objective is to build an ecosystem with the CSR like Majra, other university. Together, let's create an ecosystem and be a part of this change make and let's say youth empowerment.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. You're so inspirational, Muhammad, and really it's an honor to be with you. And maybe to give a word of advice to the young people that you work so hard to change their degrees into real tangible jobs and career opportunities. What advice would you like to give?
My advice to the aspiring young students, college student is set goals. Once you start your university, first set goals, work on your profile building, do as many internship as possible. One internship good, two internship even better. That will give you a real world experience. Academics with real world experience, there you go.
Amazing. And maybe do the same for universities. So give a call to action for universities that if they work with What Next, what benefits will they get?
So the advice, the message to the universities, onboard as many companies like What Next who wants to collaborate and work with you for the youth empowerment and co-create and let's build an ecosystem.
Maybe as we talk about that intersection between employer, universities, and student, can you give us an example of something that you've done that really shows and showcases the impact of What Next?
Yeah, definitely. We want to go beyond. I'll give you an example. With Manipal University, we have partnered with Manipal University where we want to co-create. We are coming up with series of workshops where we partner with them for their induction program. We'll be getting industry expert from different expertise, and that would be a real motivation for the students where they get aspiration from the experts.
Amazing. And I think, having a good mentor for these young youth or young graduates, it's absolutely critical for their journey in order to really see an example of somebody that they would like to be like in the future.
Definitely. Mentorship is very important. And today's youth, what they need is aspiration.
Yes.
So with industry experts, it will definitely help them.
So in terms of everything that you've done so far, maybe tell us a little bit about what's next for What Next in the next 5 years.
So the What Next for What Next would be every year we onboard about 10,000 students. The goal for the next 5 years to have at least 50,000 students, of which even if we are able to place about 20 to 30% student, help them with skill development, profile building, and making them future ready, that would be a big flag which will hoist and say, hey, we have successfully done this. And that would be our What Next.
As you know, NAFIS was established to support in the integration of Emiratization in the private sector workforce. Is that something that What Next is also interested in?
Definitely. If you see our platform and the project, one of the core aspect is Emiratization. There are quite a good talent out there in terms of Emirati, and we want to fill that gap as well, especially to do something for the young Emirati talent.
MashaAllah, ya Muhammad, your ambition, your vision for What Next is truly aspirational and inspirational. And I truly hope that you achieve whatever you set out to achieve, because your impact will not just have an impact on the youth themselves, but it can really change the ecosystem of, what's the point of a degree?
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mohammed Riyaz, founder of What Next. I thank you so much for joining us in today's episode, and I wish you every success. Ensure that you always tune in to Majra's socials and join us on this impact stream. Thank you so much, Mohammed.